Well, hey guys and gals, this is the Georgia Adventure here. I've got a video today on a couple knives. I've got a kind of an oddball knife, and I've got a case Sodbuster that I've been carrying. I'm gonna do the Sodbuster first. This is one I've had this couple months. I've been carrying a yellow handled Sodbuster. It's got the yellow handle with the carbon steel, but I saw this one and I had to have it. I just think it's a beautiful bone knife, and I like the arrowhead shield on it right here. You can see. So that's one of the reasons. And this is peach seed jig bone. Peach seed jig bone. Very beautiful. I love the color of it, man. It's just a beautiful color. You can see the jigging on it. It's true sharp stainless steel, the blade is. And I've been carrying a Sodbuster for a while. I've carried a lot of different case knives, mini trappers. I've got a copperhead. And I'll tell you why I like the Sodbuster, the Sodbuster Junior, and it's several reasons. It's the size of it. It's one bladed, and I love this skinning blade. It's just a good shaped blade. It's good, you know. It's a good working man's knife. I love the shape of the whole knife. You can see the case logo right here. It's got the liners, it's got the brass liners. And I looked at this thing in the light, and there's no gaps in the back spring. No gaps here in the back spring, between the back spring and the liner. None at all. This is a very tight knife. The pins look great. And I hear a lot of people, knocking case knives, and I've been carrying a case knife, I guess, after I lost my old timer back when I was a teenager. I started carrying a case knife. So I've been carrying case knives for years, and I've been collecting them for years, and I've always got a case knife in my pocket. Yeah, I carry different. I carry a Benchmade folder, Benchmade bug out. I carry the Essie sheath knives, different ones, I EDC a sheath knife sometimes. Even an old timer sheath knife, but I've always got a case pocket knife in my pocket, and I carry this thing, in this organizer here, this EDC leather organizer. That's what I carry it in. I carry it with that. I've got a flashlight and a polka pin, so fits in here perfect. I made this small one, for a knife this size. But this knife, it's the craftsmanship on it's good. The blade has some good snap in it. You can hear the snap. It's got good snap in it. It's just a good quality knife. Really don't have anything negative to say about it. Like I said, it's a good working man's knife. You can see, my hands are probably medium to large. I wear 11.5 rings, so I can get my fingers, 4 of my fingers on this knife and go to work. You can see I can go to work. But I do like the skinning blade, the shape of this knife, because it's got some belly in it, and you could skin an animal with this. I wouldn't think twice about skinning a deer. Now, you're not going to do real heavy duty work, but this will make a good skinning knife. You can skin some fish with it, clean some fish with it, or whatever, especially it being stainless steel. And you're not going to hurt the brass. You got the nickel liners. It's got the nickel shield, arrowhead shield right there. But I love this knife, man. I think this is one of the prettiest Sodbusters I've ever seen. So I've been carrying it. I'm gonna give it some use, see how it holds up. So great knife. Another knife I wanted to talk about is this. This is a GI mess kit knife, and I'm sure there's some veterans out there that's seen these. My daddy said he remembered them when he was in Korea. They actually come in a mess kit. They come in a mess kit that the GIs get. And this thing, I forgot to tell you, the Sodbuster is 3 5/8 inches long, closed. Sorry about that. But anyway, so you can see this blade is over 3 inches long, and it's made of, the handle's made of aluminum. It's a very light knife. It's made of aluminum. It's got the US stamped right here on it. It's got this hole. I guess you could hang it on something, or you could even put a lanyard. I bought 2 of these at a flea market. The other one I have, and I have it on my camper, but I'm gonna get it and do a video on it. I made some wood inlay to go right here. So I put the wood inlay right here, glued it on, and it made it look pretty cool, you know. And I made a sheath for it. I made a scalp draw sheath. So, and I have carried it a couple times EDCing. This thing is so light. I mean, it's, you know, it's just light. It's not real balanced, but anyway, it's real light. It's got a good blade. I would skin a deer with this. I wouldn't think twice about it. But when I bought it, it wasn't sharp. So I took it and put it on the belt sander, you know, and then I took a sharpener, fine sharpener, and finished up. Then I took a strop and just did a little stropping on it. And it's sharp. And I use this thing down here in my leather shop. You know, when I'm making leather items, I'll use it. Like I might trim around here with it, because it's very sharp and the blade's thin. You can see how thin the blade is. Got a good cutting edge, good slicing knife. You could actually do some good food prep with this thing. But I got 2 for $5 at a flea market, so I thought, well, I'm gonna get them, try them. You know, I can maybe mess around with them a little bit. But I've got this one down here in my leather shop. So, but the blade on this thing is, the cutting edge is actually about 3 5/8. 3 5/8 on the cutting blade. The overall length of the knife is 7 1/4. So, you know, pretty long knife. Got a good cutting edge on it. Got a good length. But I keep it, you know, I keep it right here. I've got it in my leather stuff, and I just slide it down here in this. So when I need it, you know, I just pull it out. Pretty neat little deal. It really works good doing leather work. If you keep it sharp, it really works good for trimming leather. You know, like if you just wanna like trim some leather, or even cut some out, you can just go along. You can see it cuts pretty good. Depends on how you hold it, how it does. So you can cut. But it's a good knife. It's a neat little knife. It's a good little find. You can see the thickness of the blade, very thin blade. The thickness of the aluminum handle. It's not real thick. It's probably, let's see, it's about 3/16 thick. Now the blade's pretty thin. I'd say the blade was a 32nd. That's what I would think. That's what it looks like. Or maybe, well, maybe a 16th. The width of the blade is about, it's 7/8 of an inch. It's not quite an inch. It's 7/8 of an inch. But it's pretty thick, pretty wide. And I'm just gonna kind of give you a, you know, you can see compared to the Sodbuster, just kind of give you an idea. how long it is. This thing is so light. Sodbuster weighs a little more than that, but very light. It's a good sharp knife. I think these would actually make good kitchen prep knives, good kitchen knives to cut. You know, that's why I got the other one on my camper. I've got the other one on the camper in a sheath, and I got it in a drawer. So I think I'm gonna get a few more of these, kind of mess around with them, just to kind of see what I can make out of them. But I would like to actually, you know, put some kind of different handle on another one, just to experiment with it. But anyway, you can find these on eBay. You know, if you're looking for something to mess around with, just to kind of give you a little project, something that's cheap. Like I said, I paid $5 for 2 of these at a flea market. I kind of jewed the guy down a little bit. He wanted 10, so I had a $5 bill, so he took it. But you know, these are, you know, it's a GI knife out of a mess kit, but it's, you know, it's not a heavy duty knife as far as doing heavy chores, but a good slicer, and it's a, you know, it's got a good thickness to it where you can slice. So, you know, if you ever see any out, or get on eBay, get you one and just, you know, try it out and see what you think about it. Sodbuster, great case knife, man. So anyway, I appreciate you watching my channel. This is George Adventure here. If you like this video, appreciate you if you'd subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell, leave me some comments, tell me what you think about the GI knife. Let me know what you think about the Sodbuster. I love comments, as long as you don't, I don't want any, you know, negative, snarky. I mean, you can tell me if you don't like a Sodbuster. That's fine. Tell me why. You know, if you like another case knife, or you don't like case knives, that's fine too. But I don't want any, you know, real snarky personal attacks or anything. So just, you know, let's keep it about the knives, and keep it about, you know, being good, being human. So anyway, that's my deal. So I hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend. Good week next week. And like I said, check his Sodbusters out, the case Sodbuster. They are great little carrying knives. And I know there's people out there that don't really like the case knives, but that's okay. Leave me a comment and tell me why. But anyway, God bless you, and hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend.